Hi everybody. How you doing? It's been so long. It's been a while. And I don't even know what to tell you. I want to thank you for being patient with me. I really needed this time off and I wouldn't change it for the world. You guys are the best. You were so kind to me and so patient with me and have sent me messages and emails, and I've tried to get back to everybody, but I haven't been able to get back to everybody. I do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. The respect and space you gave me really helped me through this trying time in my life. Um, I've had a lot of blessings, but also a lot of lessons mixed in. And so I had to take my energies and put it elsewhere. Um, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Um, I didn't want to trauma dump on you while I was going through it. I thought to myself, let me just go through it, and when I get back, if I learn anything, of course I knew I was going to learn my lessons, I will share them with them what I've learned. I just didn't want to use you guys as a venting place. I respect you too much and I value you too much, and I don't want to bring about, we all have good energy and bad energy, and we all have a good side and a bad side. And I was so angry and upset that I did not want to throw that out here on my channel. Um, Thankfully, I think I'm over the hump. Um, Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. I I think I've learned my lessons. I'm still learning them, and I just keep thinking of one of my favorite books ever, The Lord of the Rings, when Frodo says, Gandalf, what took you so long? We waited for you. And Gandalf replied, I'm sorry, Frodo, I was delayed. But you know that Gandalf went through hell fighting another wizard. I literally think I fought another wizard, actually. Literally, I fought another wizard. But besides that, I fought a lot of people that wanted to do a lot of harm to my family and me, by proxy in a way. So I was taking care of business, I was taking care of my family and myself. And that's why I've been away. Um, but if you want to know more about that, I'll do another video, and I'll let you know a little more about what happened. Because I think I'm on my journey. Not that I think, I know I'm on my journey, is to evolve in my spiritual self. And these are lessons that I've learned and that I think it is for me to share with, if I have children in the future, my future children and my friends, to help them if they go through similar things, and in return you, because you are my friends. And if you're here on my channel, it's because we're on the same path, right? So I will share that with you after the fact, of course, not while I was going through it. I could not do that to you. I was very angry, and I think it was God-given anger. I needed to be angry in order to get through what I went through. But as it applies to my channel and my spiritual journey, I'll explain to you that I had to actually deal with certain things to do with my tazas here where I live now in Colorado, in the town where I live. So I will let you know about that. But in the meantime, I did a taza on Kristi Noem because of everything that's been happening with ICE. And I did one on Donald Trump. So I'll split them up in two videos for time's sake. So let's get through the Kristi Noem first. I think you'd find it interesting. So I picked The Art of War as a background by Sun Tzu. I'm reading it now. I hadn't read it before. I'm reading it now. And I got this really beautiful illustration at Barnes & Noble. But basically, yes, this is all war. Figurative, spiritual, all sorts. Okay, so Kristi Noem. Kristi Noem, she's part of the Trump administration. She was born on November 30th, 1971. in Watertown, South Dakota. So she's youngish, right? She's youngish. And wow, this is really bizarre. This cup. Okay. So here's the handle. So everything by the handle will be happening the soonest. These are three men. Three men that she deals with. Now they look sad. They look worried. They're traveling back and forth, back and forth. And you see this here? I think something's going to happen with Kristi Noem, or the people she deals with, or these three men directly, that wherever they are, they're going to be traveling somewhere. I see a missile. I see a missile being shot at them. They'll survive. They'll survive. But I see hyper weapons, in a way I call them, when it's not just a bullet, it's more bigger, sophisticated weaponry. It's like a hyper weapon here. This missile, whee! Kind of, I see it like doing that in the air, like a whee! Is like gonna bypass them somehow. It's going to shake them. They're going to be shook. Something is going to go missing. Something will go missing. I don't know, papers, money, something here. Having to do with Kristi Noem. I think this may be Trump. He looks thinner. He's going to get thinner and thinner. His issue with his leg. Do you guys remember years and years ago I said Donald Trump will be having an issue with his leg? They weren't even calling him cankles. This was years before the whole cankles scandal. Here he is with his messed up leg and his hookah boots as usual. Talking to another person about her. About this money, paper, something that went missing. And they're all traveling. These are travelers. No wonder she has that plane. This might be a whole, they were on that plane situation. Far off, I think, where she's from, South Dakota, that part of the country. I'm closer to that part of the country. I'm in Colorado. Around this part of the country, South Dakota, Oregon, all that, there will be earthquakes, guys. I see here 1, 2, 3 people dead there. There's going to be some sort of natural catastrophe. And here's this woman crying. A woman of color crying. I guess she'll be making headlines in the news or something. You can see the tear. Could be South Dakota, Oregon. You know what I mean? Like the northwestern part of the United States kind of situation here. Here are 3 women that talk about her. Here she's crying, Kristi Noem. This is Kristi Noem. She's crying here. So she's got sort of a sabotage in a way. A mutiny happening against her. You have these 3 men. They're going to be shook with that weapon that they're going to be trying to hit them with. Then you have the creature here, Donald Trump, with he's like in the middle. He's just trying to figure out, what should I do? Should I listen to these guys? Should I listen to this person? Then he sees this happening. Then the issue with the natural disaster. Here you have these 3 women. I guess that she could fight. I don't know what these women, but they're together and she's not with them and she's crying. I think everyone's thinking that she's the plague, right? The plague on all your houses situation. So she's here alone. People are turning their backs on her. They view her as bad luck, like a curse, something of that sort. No one trusts her. And either she took money, she stole some money, or they're going to frame her for it. I don't know. This is my opinion, right? My opinion. I'm not saying she did it, but they're going to say that she like embezzled or took money, and they're going to try to get her out that way. Like she was taking money from the administration, or she took money from somewhere. And when she comes out in the news because of this money, she's going to be wearing a long dress. She's going to be wearing her hair down. She's going to be wearing a long dress. You know how she's always like in a suit, pantsuit. Whenever we see her on the news with regards to that money, she'll be wearing a long dress or pretending that she's little old me. Oh, poor little old me. I do that. That sort of situation. Maybe that's what she's trying to do. And here is 1, 2, 3, 4, primarily 3 big pieces of paper that will work against her. And here is the creature again, all alone. How is he? He's going to lose a lot of weight and he's going to dye his hair darker. Don't be surprised if you see him with like dark brown hair one of these days. Ridiculous. All alone, like ill. He's ill. He's very ill. Very, very sick. And so he's going to try to look younger, to look healthier, and he's just going to make himself out to look like a clown, more of a clown. And at the bottom, I just see like just earthquakes in this part of the country. The northwest part of the United States. It could even be here where I live, Colorado and up. Colorado, Wyoming, the Dakotas, probably more like Oregon, Washington State, that side. It's kind of what I see there. Do not worry though. I mean, come on, these things happen. And this is why it's hard to come up here and make these cups. You don't want to worry people. Times are rough, but we're going to get through it and you have to be prepared. That's why the art of war. We're like at war. We're at war with anything that's decent. And we have to be prepared. He threw us in this war. But we're not part of that army trying to fight for evil. I got a feeling, nothing to do with the taza or anything, but I just got a feeling like stock up on your pantry. Stock up on your pantry. This guy might pull a fast one with things to do with food. He might try to break, I don't know, farmers again, or the food industry. I don't know what the heck he's going to be doing with food. There's going to be an issue with food in the United States, and I get that. Just through my feelings, through like instincts. Like I told you guys, I'm a water sign. I'm a Cancerian. We feel it. We feel everything. We cry. We feel everyone's pain. And I feel that. I feel that we're going to experience hunger. A lot of us here in this country are going to experience hunger, perhaps all over the world. But it won't be long. But, you know, hunger for one day of hunger is bad enough. So stock up on your pantries and just stay positive, stay strong. Don't be scared. Don't get angry without channeling it. If you're gonna get worked up, make sure you get worked up for your action that will prompt you to action, that will make you go out and, you know, save your money,
load up on non-perishables, load up on, make sure your pantry's stacked, that sort of thing. That's where that anger, that energy comes from. Channel it for betterment of you and your surroundings. Your fear, don't have any fear. Try not to have any fear. That's when you get in trouble. We need fear. It keeps us alive and it keeps us safe, but too much fear, uncontrolled fear, can hinder you and can destroy you. It's a balance. Everything's a balance, and you have a big brain. We all have big brains, and it's we have to be sophisticated as to what we do with the time and the energy that we have in the situations we're dealt. You have to try to make the best of it. We have big brains, we have big hearts, and we're going to get through this. And keep yourself prayed. Make sure you're praying. Make sure you have your house clean. Make sure that you're feeding wildlife if you can. If you have a yard, make sure you're throwing stuff out for the wildlife that's living out there. It's a form of blessing to you and to them, and you be recompensed. We don't do it because we want to be recompensed. But if you feed wildlife, birds and things like that, and if you have a pet and you keep them healthy and you keep your house clean and you keep them well maintained, you will experience a blessing and a protection in your house, in you, and everything you do. No matter who tries to hurt you, or no matter what the environment is, there will be that protection. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for listening, and thank you for your kind words. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot the other video for Donald Trump. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good evening.